You know what? Let's take a deep breath, okay? Feels so good to be alive. Wishing you all happiness, clarity, and freedom today on this gorgeous, wonderful, amazing Monday. Today's Monday. The moon's in Leo. We're chilling, okay? We're just chilling out here. And today, I want to talk about self-love. How to love yourself. Do you love yourself? Do I love myself? These are questions that we must ask ourselves. And in this world, it is so important to develop a mindset, to embody a mindset of self-love. We must love ourselves, okay? This is the most important person that we need to start loving in our lives. We need to start loving ourselves, okay? Love yourself. You are perfect no matter what. Now, how to love yourself? Loving yourself is a process. Loving yourself doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen in one day. It doesn't happen in 2 days, 3 days, whatever. You get what I mean. Okay, loving yourself is a long process and it takes time. So if you want to develop self-love, firstly, you need to understand that it does take time. It is going to take a long time, and it can even take many, many years for some people. And it often does. You know, it's a relationship that you build with yourself, and it takes many, many years. So my first way of how to love yourself, right? How to love yourself. My first way is that you must begin to accept your physical body. Now, your physical body specifically, okay? You must start to accept your physical body. Now, here's why. Your mindset, the way you view your own physical body, your own physical existence, this meat suit vessel, whatever you want to call it. A lot of people call it a meat suit in the spiritual community, which I kind of like. It's kind of nice to know that I'm in a meat suit. You know, it's kind of fun. But yes, you must begin to accept your physical body. And what I mean by this is that we all have little things about us. We all have little flaws. Flaws, if you want to call them. They're not really flaws. They're just the way we are, just the way it is. And you must begin to accept these aspects of yourself. So for example, I have a kind of a big nose. You can see my nose. I have kind of a big nose. You know, a lot of people, a lot of my friends in high school would say, hey, you got kind of a big nose. You know, I would get embarrassed. I'd be like, I don't know how to respond to that. Like, thank you, is that a compliment? But I don't know. You know, I don't know how to respond to that. But it kind of hurt my feelings when they said, hey, you got kind of a big nose. Because I mean, I do. And as you can tell now, I really don't care. You know, it's part of me. It's part of who I am. And, you know, it is who I am. And I don't care what other people think. I don't care if my nose is slightly bigger than everyone else's. You know, it's the way I am. And you got to learn to accept these aspects of yourself. You might have a certain aspect of yourself that you're insecure about. Maybe it's your lips, maybe it's your eyes even, maybe it's your hair. It could be any aspect of your physical body that you're just not perfectly, you know, accepting of. And the thing is, you gotta learn to accept these things. Okay, so literally, an affirmation that you can say is, I have, and then whatever that physical part of you that you're insecure about is. So for me, I would say, I have a big nose. I have a big nose. I have a big nose. And when you do this enough, over time, you know, you just, even saying it in your head doesn't matter. When you do this, you train your brain to, you know, think that it's okay to have a big nose. It's not an issue. It's not an issue, something that I need to push away, something I need to push off. No, it's completely okay and completely perfect and completely fine that I have a big nose, right? I have a big nose. I have a big nose. I don't care. I want the world to see it, right? I'm showing it to you guys. I'm showing it to the world. I literally don't care. So over time, you can develop this mindset of accepting your flaws, you know, accepting your physical flaws. A lot of people I know are insecure that maybe they're not in perfect shape. Maybe they're a little bit overweight, a little bit underweight, more so with the overweight, but it doesn't matter if you're overweight. You know, you can lose the weight, and you can even accept yourself when you're overweight. It doesn't even matter, because you're perfect just the way you are. So learn to accept your flaws. Say I have or I am, and then insert the flaw that you think is a flaw. In reality, it's not a flaw, it's just the way you are. And then, yeah, just say that. And then you can begin to love yourself so much more. I guarantee it. So, what is the next way to begin to love yourself? To begin to have this mindset of self-love that is so amazing, and it makes life feel so much more free, so much more wonderful. Okay, the next way, now this might come to a surprise to some of you, but it is the solfeggio frequency 528 hertz. Let me repeat that. It is the solfeggio frequency 528 hertz. This frequency is said to be the frequency of love. You know, the sound of love, whatever you want to call it. This is the love frequency, and you know, they're not kidding. They're not kidding about this, because every day when I drive in my car, I'm playing solfeggio frequencies in mainly 528 hertz. And when I play 528 hertz, and not just play it, not just listen to it, when I really tune to it, when I really just focus on the beat, focus on the sound, I listen to DJ Wolf. You should really go check him out. He is wonderful. DJ Wolf, I can put it in the description for you guys. He is producing music that is so amazing, and it's what I've been listening to for the past like 6 months. And he uploads in 432 hertz, 528 hertz, 963 a little bit. But when you listen to 528, you actually begin to feel more love for life. You begin to love yourself. You begin to feel amazing. You begin to actually develop self-confidence as well. And self-confidence is self-love. It's self-acceptance. Confidence is acceptance and love for yourself, okay? That's really what it is. And when you really tune to this frequency, 528 hertz, this ancient frequency, this natural frequency, you can really begin to love yourself. And try it out for yourselves, guys. Listen to these different solfeggios and let me know how you feel, because each one's going to make you feel a little bit different. And for me, 528 makes me feel more alive, more confident, more full of love, more full of acceptance for myself, more of that I am energy. Like, I don't care what you think. I am who I am. And it's not like a arrogant, it's not like an egotistical energy at all. It's like, I want you to feel this way too. It's like, we can all feel this way together, right? We can all feel this way together, and it's so amazing. So tuning to these sound frequencies is so powerful, guys. And make sure you have it turned up a little bit loud, because when you have it a little bit louder, you can actually connect to the frequency more. And that's why a lot of, you know, ancient people, a lot of, what do you call them, mystics maybe, a lot of people, you know, spiritual people that are highly spiritual and highly spiritually advanced, you know, a lot of these people, you know what I'm talking about, they do the bowls. I'm not sure, I think they're Tibetan bowls or something like that, where, you know, they hit the bowl and then the vibrations, and it's very powerful to actually tune to these natural vibrations. And that's another reason why coming out in nature is so wonderful. You're hearing the birds, you're hearing the wind, the trees, you're hearing natural frequencies just by being out in nature. So that's another way to get this frequency. And what is the next way to love yourself, right? What is number 3? How to love yourself, guys. Number 3 is that you must spend more time alone, okay? If you want to love yourself, you need to spend time with yourself, right? We spend time with the people that we love, right? You spend time with your wife, you spend time with your husband, your significant other, so because you love them, right? And if you want to love yourself, why don't you spend more time with yourself, right? Put your energy not out there, put it in here. Spend more time alone, spend more time in seclusion, spend more time with yourself. Guys, I've been alone for a long time, right? I made a video a while back. I have no friends, okay? It's called I Have No Friends. Go check it out. Or I Have Zero Friends, something like that. And it's very powerful when you let go of these attachments to friendships, these attachments to certain relationships. When you let go of these things, it is so powerful. I just realized I was zoomed in. You guys are getting a close-up view, whatever. But it's so powerful when you let go of other relationships and you start to really develop the most powerful and the most important relationship that exists in your life, which is the one with yourself, okay? Go for nature walks, go for hikes, spend more time with just me, myself, and I, right? Just me, myself, and I, solo ride until I die. And that's the mindset to have if you want to develop more self-love, if you want to love yourself, if you want to feel amazing, if you want to feel ultra powerful, if you want to feel the love today. Spend some time alone. Go out in nature. Nature is just the best place to be alone and to be with yourself and to develop a relationship with yourself. There are many people on this planet that spend a lot of time by themselves in nature, and I think that is so wonderful, because when you do this, it's just you and the trees, it's just you and the birds, you and the sky, it's just you and the universe, it's just you and God. And you can develop this relationship with yourself, this loving relationship with yourself. And also, when you just go for walks, when you just spend time by yourself out in nature, you actually begin to develop new ideas. You're thinking, like, pay attention to the way you think when you're just going for a walk with no music, no podcast, nothing, just you and nature. Pay attention to the way that you think. Pay attention to your thought waves, your brain waves. Pay attention to what's going on in here, because you're going to notice that when you're just going for walks by yourself, you can't feel anxious, you can't feel depressed unless there's some super big thing that's on your mind. You are just going to feel amazing. You're going to feel light and free. You're going to feel like these new ideas are just coming out of nowhere from the divine. They're just coming through you. You're just getting these ideas from seemingly nowhere. And it's a great way to just be in the state of love, be in the state of bliss with yourself, acceptance of yourself. You can learn to accept yourself when you spend more time alone. Because for me, in my life, a lot of people drain my energy. A lot of people suck the energy right out of me. And it's not them consciously doing it. It's me giving them my energy because I feel like I need to. It's me handing my energy over to them, me submitting to them, subconsciously even. But when you become conscious that some of these people that I'm around are actually zapping my energy, they're actually energy vampires, so to speak, if you want to, whatever you want to call them, right? There's so many phrases and words like energy vampires, whatever you want to call them, it doesn't matter. It's all the same thing. When you give your energy, put your energy outside of yourself to please someone else, you are going against yourself. You are going against self-love. And there's a difference between being around someone that you really harmonize with, being around someone that you really vibe with, and someone that you feel like you are forcing the relationship. You know what I'm talking about. When it feels awkward, you feel like you have to force things. You have to put on a fake smile. Like, no one likes to do that, okay? No one likes to do that. And that's why I would much rather just be alone, okay? I would much rather be alone than have to put on a fake smile, put on a fake facade for these people that ultimately don't even care about me. They just care about themselves. And not that that's a bad thing. It's just we're all at different parts in our journey, and it's wonderful. It's not a bad thing. We're all at different levels. We're all at different parts in our journey. And you're not lower than me. I'm not higher than you. We're all at our own spot, and it is what it is, okay? It's nature. But learn to spend more time alone, and you're going to find that your life will just blossom. You're going to have more self-love, more self-confidence, all these wonderful, amazing things, and you're going to develop a relationship with yourself. And this is what I'm doing, because this is something that takes years, okay, guys? This takes years. And I've only been on the spiritual journey for a little over a year and a half now. It really started in like Virgo season of 2020, when like everything really started to change, for me at least. But yeah, I'm still on this early journey, and it's a journey. It's always a journey. And I haven't been too experienced, with spending time alone, spending time by myself. I've always been a quiet person. I've always been very introverted, but I've always also been around other people, in school, at home. I had siblings growing up. I had 2 sisters growing up. Now they're older and moved out, but, I am not fully used to this spiritual life. And I feel like right now, we're in spring. Spring is the season of blossoming, of blooming, of coming back up from the underworld, right? Coming back up to life, and I really feel it. And literally every season is like this. In spring, you come up and blossom and bloom. In summer, you're at full bloom, you're just vibing, you're just enjoying life, you know? That's what summer's about, full of life. And then, fall comes around, and every fall, I noticed, at least every fall for like the past 2 years, has been a major season of change. Fall is a season of change, and when you go through fall, you probably notice a ton of changes in your life. And that's why around Virgo season in September of 2020, everything started to change. And it's not just like things changing outside of you. The way you see life is changing. The way you feel is changing. It's so crazy. But fall is a season of transition, of change. Winter is a season of rest. Winter is a season of, just staying inside, resting a lot. What winter is, obviously. And we're coming out of that now, and we're blossoming, we're blooming. The grass is green, we're coming up, and it's amazing. So, yeah, spend more time alone. I kind of went on a tangent with that one, but spend more time alone, and you can develop more self-love. So, what is the final way to develop more self-love for yourself, okay? The final way is to, I kind of talked about this already, but let go of other people's opinions of you. Let go of what other people think of you. And this, again, this is a process. This takes a while. And what I noticed in my life was that when I started to spend more time alone, I just automatically let go of what other people think of me. It just kind of happened automatically, where I spend more time alone, and then I'm not around people as often, so I'm developing this relationship within. But then when I'm around people, I can be more confident. I can be more like myself. I don't have to act a certain way. And I automatically just started to let go of other people's opinions of me. It's really like I don't even know how to describe it, like something in your mind. It's really just the brain patterns and the brain waves in your mind that are just dissolving, right? And it takes time for these patterns and these brain waves, these neural pathways to dissolve. But that's what happened for me. It just dissolved. Over time, it just dissolves. And you let go of what other people think of you. You let go of the care to impress others, because you realize nothing matters. Like, when you're by yourself, you realize like nothing really matters as much as you think it does. And a big part of this as well is letting go of social media, letting go of the phone, okay? In 2020, I started to really let go of my phone. Like, I used to be on my phone on Snapchat quite a bit. As a teenager, as an early teenager in high school and middle school a little bit, that was my phase of like, Snapchat, Instagram, social media, going on the phone, all these things. And I wasn't in that phase for that long, because I soon realized this is not serving me. What is this? This is a joke. Like, why am I posting on social media to impress other people? It doesn't make any sense, because everything is within. You find it within you. You don't need validation outside of you. When you expect validation outside of you, you will always be disappointed, because you cannot control out there. You can only control right in here. You can only control right in here. And this is why you need to let go of social media. You don't have to completely let it go, but just start to go on it less. Start to notice when you're going on it, and then consciously put the phone down. Say, no, I'm not going to do this. Okay, just say, no, I'm not going to do this. And that's what I started to do with Snapchat, especially Instagram, Snapchat. YouTube has been a huge part of my journey, and I don't feel like YouTube it's not like Snapchat and Instagram. It's way different, and it depends what kind of content you consume on YouTube as well. But YouTube has been a wonderful part of my life. Like, YouTube is such an important part of my entire life. Almost my entire life I've been on YouTube. Like, starting in like 2012, I had my own channel, and I just posted Minecraft videos. I just posted Fortnite videos as well. I have made so many channels and tried to start so many YouTube channels, and I'm happy that I finally found, at least a little bit of success with this one so far. I'm kind of finding my way on YouTube. But I love YouTube so much. It's such an important part of my life. It will always be such an important part in my heart. Like, I love it so much. And yeah, spend more time alone, and let go of social media too, especially. Let go of what other people think of you. It really does not matter at the end of the day. It really does not matter at the end of the day what other people think of you, because the most powerful opinion, the most powerful, I forgot the word now, just blanking, but the most powerful opinion of yourself is your own, right? It doesn't matter someone else's opinion of you. Your own opinion of you, the way you view yourself, is the most important view, right? His view doesn't matter, her view doesn't matter. I mean, it matters a little bit, but your own view of yourself, your own identity, is ultimately the most important one, okay? Understand that, and you can begin to love yourself. So let's recap. You have to accept your physical flaws if you want to accept yourself. Listen to 5 to 8 Hertz if you want to love yourself. Number 3, start to spend more time alone, spend more time in seclusion. And number 4, let go of other people's opinions, other people's beliefs, other people's mindsets, and develop the relationship within. So, thank you all so much for watching. I love all of you. You are all so wonderful, amazing, spectacular. This video was longer than I expected, but that's okay. I appreciate each and every one of you. Don't forget to demolish the like button. Okay, get this video out there. I want more people to see this. This is good news, okay? How to love yourself. More people need to hear this. Get this video out there. Smash the like button. I love all of you. I hope you have a wonderful day, and make it a great day or not. The choice is yours.